Badass of the Week. This is the category that we like to talk about when we're looking at players who are outside of the top tier. In other words, outside of the top 10 or outside of the top 5 or 6 if they're a quarterback or tight end or defense. We think they're going to be inside. You're going to be talking about them around the water cooler this week because they did such an incredible job, maybe saved your team's game this week. So,
like if you just said Doug Martin before Thursday night.
Right.
That'd have been a badass
right.
week.
And we're saying that even though the other players haven't played yet because he was so phenomenal.
Vikings D.
Any money? Yeah. Can we really?
I'm just saying. Where are they?
You know that's a sore spot.
I'm sorry, dude.
Anyway, so who's your badass for last week?
So my badass for last week, I said, was going to be. I have no idea. I said it was going to be Martellus Bennett.
Oh, and how'd that go?
You know, a badass for a tight end would be in the top 5.
Yeah, top 5 or 6.
He was tied for 7th. Not a badass. You know, he was top 10, so if you played him, at least you got, a decent outing by Martellus Bennett.
No doubt.
But not a badass. No. So I missed there.
Okay.
This week, though, I got Randall Cobb. He scored, wait a second, wait for this. He scored 21 points last week. And Jordy Nelson might be out this week. He's definitely banged up.
Wow.
Jennings is out for the season, maybe.
Maybe.
I think Randall Cobb's become the number 1, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, no. But
without Jordy.
Well, yes. I think he'll be. Well, what about James Jones?
1B.
Okay.
1A, 1B.
All right.
I like both those guys this week, especially if Nelson's out.
How about the unspoken old man?
Oh, Donald Driver.
Donald Driver. But yeah.
If you're desperate this week, and I know that's not part of this segment, and Jordy Nelson's out, and you're looking there on Sunday like, who the heck am I going to pick up? If you know Nelson's out, pick up Donald Driver.
Donald Driver.
He probably gets 60. Man. He probably gets 60 yards.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the end zone, but
can't score perhaps.
Yeah.
He's often the forgotten man on that team.
Yep.
But with the troops down like they are, he could totally sneak in.
Good.
That's awesome.
Was there anything else? He's averaged one last stat. He's averaged 15 points a game for the last 3 games, and ESPN has him ranked 15th. I think he's top 5 this week.
Wow. That is a bold call.
I thank you.
I got another one.
I don't know if it's that bold.
I think it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Randall Cobb?
No, I think to say he's in the top 5, I think it's a bold call.
I
like it.
Off. Yeah.
I like it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
thank you.
But it's bold. So my bold call, I'm going the other way. Who do we have here, badass? Denarius Moore, right?
Wow.
I know.
Is he even on the first page? Denarius Moore.
I know. A lot of the Oakland offense has been much maligned, and for good reason. They're up and down and all around. You don't know what Carson Palmer is going to do from week to week.
You don't.
But I'm saying this week, one of the consistent cogs in that machine has been Denarius Moore.
Yeah.
Denarius Moore has scored in 3 out of the last 4 games.
Yeah.
And gets significant targets. I won't say gets a lot, but he gets the significant targets for what comes out of that scheme, that offensive scheme. This week, he's going up against. They got him ranked 22nd, but he's going up against the Kansas City, who are ranked 8th against wide receivers. So
8th worst or 8th best?
8th best.
Ooh.
So this is a bold call.
That is a bold call
on my own part. But I believe, at an Arrowhead, they're going to be all over McFadden, which, of course, I had mentioned in the other segment, in the bus segment. And they're going to force Carson Palmer to show him what he can do. And I think Denarius Moore will benefit from that. Not so much that you can pin any hopes on Carson Palmer himself, but I think Denarius Moore will do a good enough job. I think he's going to end up inside the top 12 or top 10 receivers this week.
I like it. They gave up 41 points to Tampa Bay 2 weeks ago.
They did.
Right?
I didn't
41 points.
Kansas City did.
Yeah. That's when Josh Freeman went off.
There you go.
I also like that Denarius Moore has averaged 10.5 points a week for the last 4 weeks.
There we go.
That's a nice call.
So
get him in your lineup.
Do that.